What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the La Liga career mode. It's episode number 18, returning today as we're about halfway through slogging season. Going to play all of these games here in November and quite a few in December as well. So we'll wrap up the Champions League group stage, play match days 4, 5 and 6. We're only, I think, one win away from qualification now, and we'll just play these big games here against Real Madrid and Real Sociedad in La Liga as well. So loads to get through today. Going to crack straight on and get through to mid-December if we can. Beginning with Girona at home, where a win will send us top for at least 24 hours. Vamos out area. Pretty sure I would have showed it pre-game as well, but winner of the Ballon d'Or this year, 2025, Kylian Mbappe with PSG, joint highest overall player in the game right now at 94, alongside Erling Haaland, and it makes sense as well with PSG winning the Champions League as well. Obviously, big news a few days ago, him coming out and saying, no, I'm going to sign for Real Madrid this summer, but I have said this, like, for the past 2 years. It's just deja vu, you know, like, I'm not going to believe anything until I see him with the contract inked, freshly dried ink, and in a Real Madrid shirt. I'm not going to believe it until I see that. Never forget John Obi Mikel was supposed to be at Manchester United, so until that ink has been dried and Mbappe's got the Real Madrid shirt on, I'm not going to believe anything. You know, this time, admittedly, it does seem as though it's basically set in stone. Gabri Vega could have made it too, and not been for an excellent stop by the Argentine, as we still lead by 1, but looking for the response here in Andalusia as things stand. In control, and a second goal surely see us return to winning ways. That is going to do it. Not a great game, but a win regardless. And Almeria return after none in their last 2. And it's now, I think, 7 games without a loss, dating back to the defeat away in Sevilla against Real Betis. Bring on Man City, man. Win that game and we'll be odds on to top the group. Yep, due to PSV and Royal Antwerp only having 1 point apiece in their first 3 games, all we need is 1 more win to guarantee qualification. Get it tonight, and top spot is ours to throw away from here. Vamos Almeria. So for those that don't follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, you might not know this, but I've dyed my hair blonde. My friends taught me into it basically, so I've dyed my hair blonde as it's growing out a little bit. And I went to the gym on Friday night. And I normally just keep my hair tied up because it just gets on my wick and in my eyes if I let it loose during the day. I went to the gym on Friday. I was doing buys and tries, and it was just starting to like get on my. I can't describe it. It was getting on my nerves. Like, so I untied it. I let it loose and I let it run down. And I felt like Haaland. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like Haaland. It's not quite as long as Erling Haaland's, and I do plan to grow it out to that length. And during when Haaland scored that goal against Arsenal, it was like he was trying to tie his hair up. It was last season. He was trying to tie his hair up, and it just wasn't like fixing. It was kind of the same with me. My hair just wasn't like fixing, so I just let it loose. And as I was doing a few curls, I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, I feel like Haaland right now, man. You know, not quite as majestic of hair, but every time I see Haaland now, I always think like, I just love watching him let it run loose in the game, you know. I know why he's got to keep it tied up, but like I love it when he lets it run loose. It looks like 4 out there. Haaland, McAtee, and someone stayed down there. I don't know who it was. It's Jeremy Doku. Oh, wonderful turn. And that right there is a case of doing 1 skill move too many. He could have pulled the trigger there, decided against it. And thankfully he didn't, because we'll get it back and get it clear. Kopete was the man that went down. With 25 to go, hopefully he'll soldier on for the rest of the game. He's a really solid, reliable centre-half, but waiting for our first serious injury of the season, and it might come to our partner for Edgar. Gabri Vega turning on the afterburners, gets away from Tapsoba. Can he finish? Oh, yes he can! Smashes it over Edison, who goes to ground. And Gabri Vega, in from Saudi Arabia, doubles our lead and ensures we'll go 3 clear of Man City. You know, I often talk about how there are moments within an RTG save where you realise you are no longer a little team, no longer the small team you inherited and you began with. You know, when you start your Pokemon journey and you got your Bulbasaur, or you got your Charmander or your Squirtle. Well, now we are the Charizards, the Blastoises, and the... Is it Ivysaur or Venusaur? Even so, we are now the big team now. This is the game that's made us confirmed it. 2-0 win against Man City, 3 clear at the top, and 1 point away from 1 win away, sorry, from guaranteeing top spot. And as for Capete, it was a 4-week injury, so he'll miss a few games, including the next one away against Las Palmas, or a win might send us back to top of the table. Just keep the run going. Vamos Almeria. Get on the Dex hunt. Yep, there we go. And Muhaid. Oh my god! That's the closest I've come throughout FC 24. That was a half volley, halfway line attempt. Oh, I mean, it's as close as we've come in FC 24. We hit the bar in the Luton career mode with Milan. I think it was my left back, a new gen Larry Bennett, who hit the bar. That's the closest since then, but I think this one was closer than that attempt with the fullback. Keeper was beating all that time. He was getting nowhere near that. And yeah, the Milan fullback, I remember, hit the top of the bar. This one strikes it clean, dead on. Oh, that's close. That is... guys, I've said this, and I know some of you don't believe. Sean the non-believer. Sean. We're gonna do it. We are, guys, we're gonna do it. We're getting close. Oh! Muhaid controls, half volley. Oh, man. God, that was a fantastic bit of technique. So close, man. So close. We're going to do it, guys. We are going to do it. And when it happens, listen, I want to say this. When this happens, right, we're going on to Sofifa, and as Arribas drills it in to make a 1-0, we're going on to whoever gets it. We're going to go to his Sofifa page, and we're going to leave a ton of comments and just put halfway hero. Halfway hero or halfway line hero. Oh, just like Michael and Goo 10 years ago when he was the hero of my Millwall career mode. When we scored that halfway line goal, whoever it was, Muhaid almost wrote himself into Doc's folklore there, man, to join Nathaniel Klein as the only player I've ever scored from the halfway line with. We're gonna do it, guys. We are gonna do it. Oh no. Yes, great block, Muhaid. And this time, can't get anything on it, and it's into the far corner. Clean sheet gone. I tell you what, missing Capete for these 4 weeks, I kind of downplayed it a little bit. It's a big blow, man. It's a big blow. Hopefully he'll come back for the Real Madrid game, because that's going to be massive. But he is a brilliant centre-half. Since he's come in from Mallorca, he and Edgar, strung up a great CB partnership. And yeah, Edgar's the best of the two. He's our captain, but he's still a great centre half, man. He's been a brilliant signing. Ball, finish. Absolutely blown this, man, from a goal up to 2-1 down in the first half. It's bad enough to surrender a lead and trail, but to do it in one half, that's disappointing, man. Come on, not going to cut it. Down by 1, and yeah, great to get back-to-back wins, which would be 2 wins in. Oof. 2 wins in 5 if we fail to turn this game on its head and find a leveller and find a winner. There you go, mate. Yep, thank you. And Bakayoko has Delafeu onside with the power shot, which I don't use often, but every now and then you need something powerful to hit the back of the net. Gerard Delafeu with the leveller. 2-2. Class game this in Gran Canaria. Marmol crossing, free volley. Oh my goodness gracious! Defensively in this game, I mean, shocking. And this is what Capete being down does to the Almeria side. Like I said, Edgar is still our best CB, but it's a partnership, man. It's a partnership. And right now, well, Muhaid came in and we shipped 3 against Las Palmas, or against Man City, we kept a clean sheet. So that kind of says it all, really. Even so. There's Gabri Vega. Oh, what a save. Almost made it 3-3. This has been a brilliant game. Is there going to be one late twist in the tail? Yes, there is. Oh, no, Martinez first for Almeria. What a game. Oh, what a game. What a game that was. One of the best games of the save, no doubt about it. A 6-goal thriller. And in the end, both teams settle for a point apiece. The undefeated run continues, but again, only 2 wins in 5 in all competitions. Almeria definitely slowing down a little bit. And a third the way through the season. It's so tight, man. Seriously, just 5 points separating the top 6. So really could do with going on a winning run to try and pull away at the top. Next up, Celta Vigo away in Galicia as we aim to get back to winning ways here. Vamos Almeria. Great team for a career mode, Celta Vigo. You know, really struggling mightily in the Liga this season under Rafa Benitez in the Galicia region, making them quite a unique team in the northwest of Spain, north of Portugal. Interestingly enough, they have a team, a local rival. Is it Racing Ferrol? I think it's what they're called. Literally right next to them in Galicia in the Segunda division. But yeah, they're a cool team for an RTG with their real stadium as well. And they've sort of been like the nearly but not quite team throughout their career. They've never won a major honour, I believe, Celta Vigo. So it would be great to use them really for an RTG. They're one of the teams I was considering before I settled on Almeria. And I'm very glad I did as well, as Delafeu makes it 1-0. Perfect start here in the northwest. They go to Miranda. Out wide is Gutierrez in the middle. You've got 2. Oh, really well done. So it's a wonderful move, that. It's a wonderful little move. And Gabri Veiga makes it 2. That's a wonderful move and a smart finish. Yeah, I think I said this a couple episodes ago, but when a player is back at their former ground, they always seem to get a goal or an assist. So in Vega's case, it's one of each. You have Gabri Veiga returning to Galicia. You knew he'd probably score or assist tonight. In the end, he does both. Rolls through Bakayoko. 3-0 Almeria. Back to winning ways. We just want a free kick right on the edge, deep into stoppage time, and unfortunately, I think it was Bakayoko that went down. Now it looks as though it might well be a broken toe, you know. Free kick, and are they just going to leave him there? Well, okay. That might well be the easiest goal I have ever scored in FIFA. Man marking? Never heard of it. Granted, we're like 6 minutes into stoppage time, but it's because you were right on the edge, hence why the referee didn't blow for... He's behind you! No, he's right in front of you. How on earth did they just miss Bakayoko all alone? I mean... It was Lobi actually got the injury, but even so, that is one of the easiest goals I'll ever score that. It's going to be victory in Vigo with a resounding victory, which, oh, Carmelo almost got a 5th goal for us, but Timber says, don't worry, bro. It's showtime in Galicia, as I'll get the goal off the rebound to make it 5. I'd like to say I did that intentionally. I'd like to say I did that intentionally, you know, like throwing it off the backboard in basketball, someone to go and get it. And then Timber with the acrobatic into the back of the net. But I'm not going to lie to you. Completely unintentional, completely fluky, but we'll take it. Nothing fluky about the performance though. 5-0 victory. And we've ran rampant here in the northwest. And just before we dive into the penultimate game of the group stage against Royal Antwerp, we're again a win guaranteed top spot. Broken toe for Dion Lopi, who went down on the back of winning that free kick there, and he's going to be done for 3 months. Gutting as well, because you know I said this before, like there are players like this in your team that never really get the credit because they're not offensive players, and to me, EA needs to look into this. The guy's got 9 clean sheets in 16. That's averaging over 1 in every 2 games in all competitions, and it is a perfect 1 in 2 in the league and a perfect 1 in 1 in the Champions League. And yet his average rating is 6.54. What a load of nonsense, man. This guy's an absolute boss as an anchor man, but he never gets the credit because it's only goals and assists, and I guess clean sheets too, to be fair, that only really make the statistical sort of determining of an average rating. Even so, gutted, and Lopi now done for 3 months. So before we play the match day 5, then we've got an academy update for December, as we shall quickly, we'll quickly see how our youth team is currently getting on. Again, the best prospect though does remain the Spanish Erling Haaland, Mateo Martinez, 16-year-old striker, 93-94 potential, and 6'3" as well. I say Spanish Erling Haaland, not really with 42 strength, but even so, absolute absolute gem of a talent, and the academy still looking really good. Right, following game, and it is indeed Royal Antwerp in Andalusia, where again, a win in this game guarantees top spot, and even a point might be enough if Man City fail to beat PSV. Qualification's in the bag, now it's guaranteed top spot. Top spot is ours as well, Vamos Almeria. Sorry about the kits for this game as well, by the way, guys. Not a fan of this, matching a little bit. Royal Antwerp's home kit is a red and white stripe, as you would have seen in the previous episode, but this is their away kit. It's a plain block white shirt and red shorts. Guys, come on. Come on. Like, seriously. If they've got an alternate kit, it's just not in the game, fair enough. If you haven't got a third kit, just a home and away, come on, vary it. You know, use black or gold. I've got a stickler for teams that don't use the colours in their badge for their kits, but even so, this is matching, and it's not easy for me here. But I just didn't want to play an our away kit because we're at home. I don't know if you guys are the same as me, but that's like one thing which I'll just never change, you know. Home team wears home kit. I'm a bit of a traditionalist like that, you know. I like it for the realism. And I just looked it up as well. Royal Antwerp do have a sky blue alternate kit. That would have been handy to be in the game, EA. I don't know why I've not added it in, but yeah, it's made this contest very difficult for me. Still tied at 0-0. I'm struggling to pick a pass out there, trying to figure out what player is mine and what player is the visitors. Bakayoko, oh, good save. As we're still deadlocked, looking for that breakthrough. Again, a point might end up being enough. As off the crossbar. Oh, it's gone in. It's gone in. A real calamity of a goal. Reguera's not going to claim it, no, it's definitely not his. And Almeria have gone in front. Well, it's so hard to tell the teams apart. In the end, it's not a surprise that the only goal of the game goes for a scrappy own goal. Dear, oh dear. Everyone's a bit colourblind out there. I don't blame them. Man, this has been a scrappy game. But do you know what? We'll hold on and grind out a 1-0 victory. So there it is. Qualification and top spot secured with a game to go, and that means we can throw out a backup side against PSV. And I always say, it's a very brief tip, I know it sounds very obvious, but the sooner you guarantee qualification, and in particular top spot, the better. Being able to rotate all of your players for match days, possible 5, but definitely 6, is always such a luxury. We can do that away in the Netherlands now. Great unbeaten sequence for Almeria. Let's keep it going. Next up, still top of the table right now, but only just in a really tightly contested La Liga. Following game, Real Sociedad in Andalusia. Vamos Almeria. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Bakayoko. Delafeu. I see you, Sergio. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, great dribbling. Oh, ripples the side net as well. Did say it's hard to get him the game time behind Sergio Delafeu, so really at the moment the only option I've got is play Gabri Veiga deeper and have him as a have Delafeu as CAM and Camelo up top as well, because I know he can finish, and right on cue he clips it in off the post as well. I guess the only good thing about Dion Lopi going down is it means that Camelo will get a lot more game time up top in this team. Just like our game against Royal Antwerp, just trying to grind out a 1-0 victory. Might not be exactly what you call convincing, but wins are still wins no matter how you look at it. Just trying to close this out against last year's Copa del Rey winners. As we're almost there. Almost there. And this will be game if we can capitalise on. See Camelo. Can I get it to him? Yes, I can. This for the dagger. A brace for Sergio, and that'll wrap it up. Taking his chance when given a start. 2-0 Almeria, points in the bag. And like I said, it's going to be hard to get into game time, man. Hard to get into game time. So with Lopi going down, Veiga dropping a CM, that allows him to start up top with Delafeu just behind. He's taken centre stage tonight with both goals. Almeria make it 3 wins in a row. But if we are to win the title, then this is the game we need to win. Last year they were the first team to beat us, and it was at this very ground. And after that, it was so hard to hold on to top spot, and we never did. Real Madrid, the champions, at the Bernabeu in the following contest. Vamos Almeria. Yeah, I remember this fixture very well last season. I think we'd won all of our games apart from 1 draw against Real Betis, or maybe 2 draws. Courtois was flailing there, and then we went here. Bellingham scored a late winner, and I was like, ow, I see. Okay, all right, that's what we need then to win a title, is it? Oh, Courtois, what a save on Ramazani. Just, we don't need to win, but we just can't afford to lose. A draw, here away especially, will do me all right. Careful, 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 careful. Seaman has his pass cut out by Edgar. Ramazani, Delafeu, I see you, Camelo. Still, we're going to use you as a dummy runner to get it out wide to Bakayoko. Hold on. I'm going to get him on the left. I might be able to get a shot away, and I do, and it's sailing. It was never really coming down. Encouraging start, though. Yeah, encouraging start. Halfway through the first half. Had the first 2 shots. 1 just off target, 1 saved. This is what we need, man. Show no fear. Yes to the champions, yes to the best team in Spain. But go at them in the early stages. Camelo is onside there. Pegs it back. Ramazani, shot blocks. Delafeu, what a save, Courtois. Thibaut Courtois readjusting his body. What a save. I could swear Courtois was on the floor when I was just taking aim with Gerard Delafeu, and he popped up like whack-a-mole and dives to his right and gets it away just in the nick of time as he fists away that cross as well to keep it at 0-0. It's what world-class keepers can do, man. Win your points, win your games, win your trophies like the Champions League a couple of years ago against Liverpool. The Belgian is on one tonight. 15 to go, still tied at 0-0. Oh, goodness, great. That's got to be a red. That's got to be a red. I'm sorry. But he is just absolutely... How is that not even a booking for Bruno Fernandes? Like, I'm sorry, but... Are you kidding me? That was worse than I show speeds tackle on Kaka. How is that not even a booking? You're having a laugh, ref. That's absurd. That is literally... ridiculous. I can't believe as Courtois claims that free kick, there wasn't even a booking. Listen, I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but let's just say the shoe was on the other foot, and that was Arnau Martinez diving into Luka Modric like that. I've got a feeling the referee's going to at least put a card out of some colour, and probably a red as well. In the end, Bruno Fernandes survives a scare, and Real Madrid do as well. Goalless draw, and whilst I would have taken a point pre-game, you could possibly call that a missed opportunity. Had some chances in the first half, just didn't take them, and Courtois made some amazing saves as well. So, just played the final Champions League group game, obviously a meaningless one away in Eindhoven against PSV, so through our backup. So we took the lead though through Arribas scoring this bizarre goal from range. It was basically struck in slow motion, yet it still crept in. So minutes away from holding on to the 3 points, unfortunately Facundo Farias levelled it. But even so, a draw with a backup side, not a bad result away from home there, and we do end the group undefeated with 4 wins in 6 and 2 draws. So a full look at the groups as well as we qualify as group winners, of course, with 14 points, 3 clear of Manchester City. Juve and Arsenal made it through in Group C, Bayern and Manchester United in Group D. Dortmund and Lens in Group E, just about pipping Real Madrid on the head-to-head record. How about that? Liverpool and Napoli in Group F. Group G saw Spurs and Atletico qualify, and Group H be Leverkusen vs Porto. And in the last 16, we were drawn against RB Leipzig, so the German side. First leg away, and then the second leg at home. Some blockbuster ties there as well. So let's dive into the final games there. Let's do one more. It's Getafe at home as the Madrid side come and take us on. Right now, pole position in the league, but 3 teams are only separated by goal difference / head-to-head. So massive game to close out with today. We'll probably need to win in order to stay top. Let's see if we can do it. Getafe in Andalusia as we aim to get back to winning ways here. Vamos Almeria. Nice to see Luca Romero in the lineup as well. He was part of our Almeria side back in Season 1 on loan from Milan. I don't know whether I would have included it in the pre-match animations, by the way, but EA really need to work on like the fan kind of like reactions and stuff, because there was a fan like pointing to his scarf, you know, where the badge should be on his shirt, but because of the outfit changes in December, he's pointing to his scarf. I'm just wondering what he's saying there, you know, like €4, €4, Primark, €4, bargain. Or however you say that in Spanish. Apparently Zara in Spain, by the way. I've got a my old housemate who's Spanish, still keep in contact with. Apparently, if you go to Spain, Zara, which is such a nice place to shop, is dirt cheap in Spain. Don't know how much truth to that, but if I'm ever in Madrid, I'm bringing a lot of Zara back home with me. Let's just say that. Even so, 1-0 up, Sergio Camelo again, and this guy, man, seriously, like I said, capitalised, and I love this as well. I really do. Asking for chances, asking for minutes, getting the opportunity and not letting me down. When you're given those chances, you've got to take them. Into the final 12 minutes, still leading by 1. And This game is almost over, and a second goal confirm it. I always say it. I never feel comfortable with just one goal leads. Oh, as Melamed hits the post. No matter how in control I've been. Until I get a second goal, I'm not going to celebrate anything. 8 to go, almost there. This is what I'm worried about. Late game situations. Cross to the middle. Capete heads it away. And Almeria look as though they're going to grind it out. Okay, we're going to do it now. That should do it. Melamed, wonderful ball to Marciano off the bench, who should wrap it up, uses the pace, and for his first goal for Almeria, Marciano justifying his extension just as a squad striker with the dagger. Almeria back to winning ways and will close out the 3 points. And that'll do it for today's episode of the La Liga career, guys. So big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you for the next episode, where we'll return into the second half of the season with the January transfer window. We'll begin our Copa del Rey campaign, aiming to go further than the last 2 years. And we'll play more big games in La Liga as well, aiming to stay top of the table. Have a fantastic day. Much love. And I'll see you for the next episode of the La Liga career mode very soon.